Hello again, it's me, Jimmy, and I am here for the final episode of The Acolyte. Maybe ever, maybe just for season 1, we will see. Don't know if it's been continued yet. This also will be the final episode of my first reaction series, which has been pretty fun. I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying doing reactions. Am I the best at it? No. Do I stay too silent for most of it? Yes. I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm saying half the time, but it's been fun to watch and just, just voice out my thoughts and my feelings as we've gone along. It's been fun, and thank you to anyone who stopped by to watch. Thank you to anyone who subscribed and liked my videos and left comments. I genuinely really appreciate it. I'm not used to this kind of thing, so honestly, it's been fun doing reactions, and it's been fun seeing that some people actually want to watch, even though my reactions are not the best. But anyway, we are going to watch episode 8. Now, I would say what the episode's called, but I don't know if this is just a Disney Plus problem, or someone didn't do their job properly, or if this is intentional. But every episode of this show has a name, has a title, and has its thumbnail and description and everything, standard as episodes go on Disney Plus. This episode is called Episode 8. The thumbnail is just the thumbnail used for the entire show. It's just the poster from the show. And the description is watch the episode now. So I don't know if someone at Disney has messed up a bit and forgot to put the episode title in there, or if that's actually intentional. If it's intentional, it's kind of weird to go off the sort of naming convention they had for the first 7 episodes. But anyway, let's get started on episode 8. Episode 8. Okay, here we go. Episode 8 of The Acolyte. Maybe the last episode ever. Who knows? They might not do a season 2. I hope they do. I've been enjoying this. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's the witch power. Is that Osha doing that? Holy shit. Was Osha, unintentionally, controlling him?
What happened to you, to your coven, was an accident.
Accident?
Yeah.
If it was an accident, then why didn't you tell Osha? Why did you lie to her?
This is
Why
tricky.
Did you blame it on me?
You started that fire.
Yeah.
You locked everyone in.
Everyone in there died because of the 4 of you.
It was right for us to intervene. My you and Osha are not twins. You're
What?
not even sisters.
Huh?
You're
You're what? What? Was he going to say you're the same person? I'm assuming Sol was going to tell her basically what they said last episode, that dividing one soul into 2, so that technically Osha and May are the same person, maybe? Split into 2? Ooh, this is cool. This is very cool. This seems very dangerous, Sol. Fucking Basil's there still. Is he gonna shoot her down? Why is Basil trying to protect her? I knew it, the little criminal. Kill him, Sol. And to Brendok we go. This looks great. Coruscant.
I've heard some disturbing things.
What have you heard?
That you are running a murder investigation without reporting it to the Senate.
I'm
No.
keeping this internal for the moment.
I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked power, posing as a religion. A delusional cult that claims to control the uncontrollable.
We don't control the Force.
Not the Force. Your emotions. You project an image of goodness and restraint. But it's only a matter of time before one of you snaps. And when,
Yeah.
not if that happens, who will be strong enough to stop him?
That's certainly
Obi-Wan.
and not one shared.
Almost Obi-Wan. Strong enough to stop him.
May the Force be with you.
I don't like this guy. I get bad vibes from him. Oh, it's those weird things again. Elephant nuggets. Do you think it could be... I mentioned this last time, but do you think it could be because it's one soul into 2? Do you think May has more of the aggression and more of the anger of this soul? Maybe... What the fuck? What? What the fuck was that? I wonder if that was what I think it was. I'm not gonna say, in case I'm 100% wrong, but I have my theories. Oh, I think Sol knows who that is. May, Sol, Osha, Kaimir, the Jedi. Oh, everybody's heading to Brendok. Oh, Sol, you did what you thought was right. You were trying to protect them. I think he feels more guilt than what he's saying. He keeps saying that he did the right thing, but, I mean...
Unless you want to climb.
Sol would have climbed. What the fuck? Kaimir just pulled a Batman and just disappeared. And there's May. You know, it's hard to keep track of May and Osha now because their outfits have pretty much swapped. It was already hard enough with them being twins. Oh, yikes. Yeah, oof. Remember this place, May? You did kind of burn down the place. You're at fault too. I think everybody's at fault. Other than Kaimir, who wasn't there. I mean, everyone's kind of at fault a little bit. Except maybe Osha. But the Jedi, May, the witches, all played their part in what happened that day.
Thank you for leading me to her. We make a great team.
Oh dear. I thought he would want May to kill Sol, but I suppose just the vision of knowing that she is capable of killing without a weapon is enough for him. Shit. Not much room for a fight. Shit. Fuck, this is so cool! Oh, this is so cool. Oh, his other saber's so small! It's like a Yoda saber. Fucking Sol. Oh, Sol has some of the best fighting in Star Wars. He just does. Kaimir too. Oh no. Go Sol. What's Sol gonna do? Fuck. He's so cool. How's it going, May? Please don't start another fire.
Everything that happened here. Oh, because you didn't want me to become a Jedi.
And the Jedi and the witches. All. Why? What?
Sol lied to you.
Oh. Oh, and here are the Jedi.
Now you pay for what you've done.
Oh, they're not here for me.
Oh no, please don't say the blame shifts to Sol. Don't say Kaimir scarpers and leaves Sol to get the blame. Or even May. Is May gonna try and kill Sol or kill Sol and they blame May? Oh. Fucking Sol. Oh, he's so cool. Oh my god, Sol is so cool. May, no. No.
You are not twins. You and Osha are the same person. I don't know how your mother did it, but it has something to do with the virgins on this planet. I believe she used the Force to create you and Osha.
Yeah. Oh.
Any idea?
Don't tell Kaimir this.
You killed our mother.
Yes, I did.
Osha, no. Don't do it.
I was protecting you. It was the right thing to do.
No,
If it was
Sol.
the right thing to do, why didn't you tell the Jedi?
I wanted to tell you so many times, but I couldn't. I kept this from you, so you could have the life you'd always dreamed of. Because I love...
Osha.
Stop talking.
Don't do it, Osha. You're better than that. Oh no. Fuck. No. Fuck. The Jedi love to take their fucking time. Oh, that is so weird. Never seen a saber convert like that. Oh dear. They've only just got off the ship. Holy shit, these Jedi are so slow.
You.
Oh, they know each other. I did see theories that he was her apprentice. So I think those theories were right. He's her apprentice. Venestra's apprentice. See, now I understand Sol and the Jedi made things worse, but May still tried to kill her sister. She tried to set her on fire. I mean, and she did burn down the place, which didn't help things. May's at fault too. Fucking Sol. One of my favorite fucking characters in Star Wars, honestly. Kaime's still there. Now I'm just imagining Kaime just running down the hill. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Fucking Basil. Someone kill him, please. Does the tree have something to do with the virgins? This tree is shown a lot.
We'll explain what Soul did. They'll have to...
Even after everything, you put your faith in the Jedi. Osha, when they find out how powerful you are.
You will meet the same fate as our mother.
Oh, come on. They're not going to execute you. They only did that with your mother because she was doing weird black smoke thing. It was creepy.
Let my sister go and I will train with you.
What?
Are you sure?
Turn it on. Kill Kaime. Why not?
Do you know why you're here?
No. I
They
haven't got a
said-
clue.
What do you remember?
Fire.
Oh shit. He wiped a lot.
Your last memory is from when you were 8 years old. That man who killed your mother was a Jedi. He was my friend. He was a kind, brilliant, compassionate man.
He was.
And he did a terrible thing.
He made a mistake. He acted on
16
impulse.
years ago, 4 Jedi were stationed on the planet Brendok. There, they discovered a force cult of witches. A conflict ensued. There were many casualties. Afterwards, the Jedi conspired to keep their actions secret. Recently, when the truth threatened to come out, a rogue Jedi named Soul killed his accomplices to maintain the
No.
cover story. I need you to help me find someone,
Who?
a pupil of mine, before he turned to evil.
So Kaimir was Venestra's apprentice. Cool. I did see those theories online, but it's cool that that's true. You know, I want to know who was in the cave, who was watching Kaimir. I think I know, but I want to know.
We need to talk.
It's Yoda! Okay, so from that episode, I know originally the showrunner said that this would be an open and closed story, and while it is, I believe she said something along the lines of there could be a season 2, but there doesn't need to be. I think there does. I think that was a blatant lie, because I think this is very well setting up season 2. I mean, where does Osha and Kaimir go from here? What's Venestra doing? What is Venestra going to find out about Kaimir? Is she going to find him? Yeah, I don't know. There's so many other paths it can take. It's definitely setting up another season, or at least laying the foundation so there could be another season, which I hope there is. I've really enjoyed this show, and I really enjoyed the ending. Honestly, I really did. Does this show have its flaws? Yes. Like I said, I do want to do a longer form video reviewing the whole show, which I can detail all the flaws and everything. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. You can disagree. But for this episode alone, I would say a big thing for me was, because these seasons are so short, and this goes for all Star Wars Disney Plus shows except for the animated stuff. Obviously, Bad Batch got 15 episodes, but because these seasons are so short, only 8 episodes, I feel like there's certain areas that aren't developed within characters as much as they should have. I feel like we should have been shown more of the relationship between Sol and Osha. We were never shown what Osha was like when she was with the Jedi. We were never shown this close connection, but we were told about it a lot. We were told that they were close. We were told that Sol cared for Osha. And it was never really explained why. I mean, even in the flashback, when the Jedi find Brendok and they stumble across May and Osha, Sol immediately is like, I want her as my apprentice. And it's not really explained why he's formed this close connection, especially to only one of the twins. I'd understand if it was both going, oh, I think both could be trained, but he was like, no, I want Osha. Maybe it is the Virgins, maybe it's the Force pulling them together, but then I feel like we never really got to see them close. We had a couple of scenes of them talking and interacting, but we've never really showed this close relationship for it to spiral down this much and for us to see how heartbreaking it must have been for Osha, enough for her to turn to the dark side at the end. I feel like what we could have done with is more scenes of them together, of Osha and May. Perhaps even a flashback showing Osha training as a Jedi. Maybe flashback showing how she got removed from the Jedi Order, or how she left, or what happened there. It would have been interesting to see that side of things and see what that conflict was and what that did to her, and build up to her falling to the dark side. I feel like that's the biggest thing for me, if I was to critique anything, is that I feel like we didn't get enough of Osha's journey towards darkness. I know they were probably trying to keep it a little bit secret, the showrunners. They probably wanted it to be more of a shock reveal, but I feel like all the pieces weren't there. While I know some people predicted that she was going to turn evil, and I'm not against it, but I feel like with a longer show, we could have had more episodes to properly play that out. I feel like we just went from A to B quite quickly. Like, she's good in one episode, bad in the next. Like, it seems like quite a jump. And it seems weird that, Osha just wanted to look after her sister, but then... and she's going with the Jedi, and the Jedi are trying to help her reunite with her sister. They're trying to help her. And then she experiences an event like Chimera slaughtering all the Jedi. She basically watches Chimera wipe out all these Jedi, kill a close friend of hers, and then she sides with him like an episode or two later. Seems like literally less than 24 hours later, and she's like with him. She's teamed up. It seems very strange to me. But I would say, yeah, my main critique is that we should have got more of a build-up towards her fall to darkness. Maybe we get some flashback showing her getting turned away from the Jedi, seeing what that did to her emotionally, seeing maybe some events in her life leading up to where she is in this show, you know, showing how she became a mechanic and how her navigating the galaxy by herself, showing her grief for her sister and her family. And I feel like we should have got more of that, of what it was actually emotionally doing to Osha, rather than this huge build up right at the end. It just felt a bit quick for me, and that's not me saying I hate it, because I really did enjoy this show and I really liked it. This episode was really good, but I just feel like with longer shows we can just accomplish more. And I know a lot of people have been asking for it, and it's such a boring thing to hear, but 8 episodes just, I don't think is enough. I feel like we rushed through some things here. Not in this episode, the show in general. I feel like we rushed through some aspects. But I'm going to rewatch it before my review video, just the whole show, just to make sure that my opinions are still this. I might think differently when I watch it all back to back, but I just feel like we didn't get enough of certain things, showing Osha's descent into darkness, showing her battling with her like inner demons, whereas in this episode it just kind of happened. She found out the truth, and rather than listening to Sol and hearing him out and asking for an apology or asking for him to be punished by the Jedi, she immediately kills him. She just basically without hesitation chokes him out, just kills him right there and then. It seems like a leap to me. Now, aside from that, the fighting in the episode, honestly, the fighting in this show is some of the best we've seen in Star Wars, or at least I've seen in Star Wars. And I know people are going to disagree. I know there are people who just don't like this show for whatever reasons they have, and they're going to disagree just because they don't like this show. But honestly, if you look at the fighting and just the fighting, it is so cool compared to a lot of stuff we got in Star Wars. It's better than any other Disney Plus show, I would say. Way, way better. And that's even talking about like how in Ahsoka and Obi-Wan, they got Hayden back, who is fucking amazing at saber fights, and his scenes were great. But just, it seems like everyone in this show has that kind of energy. At least Sol and Kaimir, they have that kind of energy. They have more of a flair to their fighting. They genuinely seem like they care about what they're doing. They're not just swinging light sticks at each other. That, you know, it sometimes comes across that way in some of these shows. In some of the fight scenes in Ahsoka, it doesn't seem like there's much skill going into it. When there is, but you know what I mean. Like, compared to what we've seen in the past, especially in the prequels, it feels like the Disney saber fights have not been as good. But this show, like, honestly, it did such a good job of bringing back good saber fights. And that's my opinion. I don't know anything about saber choreography. I don't know what's good, what's bad. I'm just going off what I was seeing, and it was fucking cool. I enjoyed the fight between Sol and Kaimir in this, and I really hope we get a season 2, because I want to see more. And I really hope this shows Disney or Lucasfilm, whoever, that they can still do that level of saber fighting. They can pull it off, and they should. Whenever they do more Jedi stuff, they should. And now there's some areas where you don't need to, like with Luke, for instance. Luke, while skilled with the saber, he doesn't have as much flair. He was taught by, you know, Yoda and Obi-Wan, two very old people who wasn't really doing much saber fighting, so he kind of figured out the saber fighting for himself. So it makes more sense that his fighting style is less flashy, but at least in the Acolyte, they should just go nuts. And with Jedi like Ahsoka and stuff, I feel like they could do a lot more for the fighting. I hope we get a season 2 of this. I really, really do. I can tell they're setting it up, and it's going to be based off reviews. And now I hope they go off the general sort of audience reaction and not the online reviews, because I know some people want to deny it. If you don't like this show, that is absolutely fine. You are allowed to not like this show. And I know some people deny this, but it has been review bombed. And now that there are some genuine negative reviews about it, and that is fine. And there are some positive ones there too. I'm not saying this would have the high score. I'm not saying this would be like a 10 out of 10 show. No, for me, top of my head now, it's closer to a 6, 7 out of 10 show. Maybe. I'll wait till my review to actually make that determination. But it has been review bombed a lot. And I know for a fact it has. This isn't just me claiming that it has because I like the show. I've seen it. I've seen Twitter organizing review bombs. I've seen people on Twitter saying, hey, let's get it down to this score. Let's get it down to this score. People are review bombing it. It is a thing that happens, and it's unfortunate, but it does. So I'm hoping Disney take the general sort of audience reaction on YouTube, on Twitter, and just generally gauge how people thought about it, and the view numbers as well from episode to episode, because I know quite a few people still watch it. Even the people who claim to hate it still tune in, which is interesting. But yeah, I hope they go off of that, and I hope that's enough for them to push a season 2, because I really think they could set up a lot. There's a lot more to uncover with the Jedi, Finestra and her apprentice, and Kaimir and Osha now doing their own thing, as well as, I think, if I'm to take a guess, we got a slight peek at Kaimir's master. I am assuming that's what it was. I didn't want to say it in the episode in case I was wrong. I don't know who this would be at this time, because again, I'm not that versed in the expansive lore of Star Wars. I haven't read many of the books or comics and things, and so I don't know much outside of what we're told, so I don't know if this is supposed to be Plagueis or Plagueis' master. I don't know, but that's the sort of sense I got from when we saw just a sneak peek, that this is Kaimir's master who is watching over him. As a whole, I like this episode. There's probably more I can talk about, but honestly, I want to do a full rewatch and do a full deep dive review. It's not going to be anything too extensive. Just my thoughts and feelings about the show. You know, I'm going to go back and watch every episode again. I'm going to see exactly what I thought about all of it. And I'll give my review at the end and my overall score of it. Like I said, right now, I put it at about a 7, maybe 7 out of 10. But that can very easily change once I rewatch it. It might go up, might go down. I don't know. I enjoyed the show, but I do think there were a lot of weak parts. The fighting is not one of them. The fight choreography it was insane for everyone in this show. It really was. But I do feel like there are areas this show could have improved with. And I think my biggest criticism is that it's too short. And that goes for all of these Star Wars shows. We get 8 episodes. And for some, like the Obi-Wan series, it's fine. You can do it in 8 episodes. You don't have too much of a story to tell. 8 episodes is enough. But for shows like this, when we're in a new era, when we're in the High Republic era that we've never really seen on screen before, there's so much you could cover, and 8 episodes is such a little amount of time. It really is. That's why if they ever do Old Republic stuff, I'm hoping they do an animated show, because that would benefit from more episodes. 8 episodes just isn't enough to deep dive into new eras of Star Wars, in my opinion. It's just not, especially when 2 of those were flashbacks as well, so we're not even focusing on present day stuff. I feel like it could have benefited with more. That's my main criticism, but I'll leave the rest of my criticisms and whatever to the review. But that is it from me. I think I'm going to end it there. Let me know what you thought about the show, about this episode. Let me know what you thought. If you have any theories or anything, please let me know in the comments. Seriously, let me know. I will read over them. I will give my opinion if I can. And honestly, thank you so much for everybody who's checked out this series so far. This is the last of my first reaction series. I am going to move on to some new shows next. Not sure which one, but I'm just working that out. But I do plan to continue reaction content, and I'm getting back into gaming content too. I'm working on editing some things at the moment. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who's checked out these videos and checked out my reaction series. I've genuinely enjoyed doing this. It's been a lot of fun, sat here watching shows and giving my thoughts and feelings about it, and seeing other people's opinions online as well. It's been so much fun. It gives a new sort of, it gives me a new outlook on these shows. It gives me a new outlook on Star Wars, and it makes me feel more engaged with the show itself when I can actually talk while I watch and express how I feel. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you for anyone who's checked out my videos. I honestly really, really appreciate it. If you did like this video, please leave a like and subscribe and all that. Like I said, I'm gonna do more reaction content in future. I plan to do some movie commentaries too. I have some movie ideas lined up, and I might even try and get some friends online to join in too. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some collab stuff down the line. But I have a lot of plans for future content. It goes beyond just reaction stuff as well. So just please, if you like this video, just subscribe, leave a like, and like I said, let me know what you thought in the comments. And yeah, until the next video, bye.